Hi everyone, welcome to the CD Cave. I'm Jack Burial. Today I'm back with another video in my series, What's in My Collection. Today I'll be featuring a great Canadian band, Rush, which I've seen 3 times live, and every time I've seen them, they were great. So that's what I'll be doing today in this video. So I hope you'll stick around for that. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. Maybe your favorite Rush album or concert you've been to. I enjoy reading the comments. To get going, the first CD I'll be showing is their debut. It's a great debut. Some real great songs here. Not as proggy as some of the later albums, but still a great album. Finding My Way, Need Some Love is good. What You're Doing is also a great song. In the Mood, Before and After, Working Man, which is a great song, which I think they still perform live to this day. Well, they did up until the unfortunate passing of Neil Peart. But yeah, great album, great debut album by Rush. Next, Fly By Night. This is Neil Peart's debut album. John Rutsey was the drummer on the debut album, and left the band. And here is when Neil Peart came in, and you could see a bit of a difference in the drumming on this, and he also wrote all the lyrics and stuff, so a bit different style here. Anthem, Best I Can, Beneath, Between and Behind is a great song. Dubai Thor and a Snow Dog, Fly By Night, In the End is also great from 1975. This is where they start getting proggy here a little bit. Fly By Night, great album. And this is their third album, Caress of Steel, which is a very underrated album. This is when they would get really, really proggy. Bastille Day is a great opening track. Lakeside Park is good. The Nerka Monster is really good. The Fountain of Lameth is also really, really good. From 1975. Very underrated album, but one of my favorites from Rush, Caress of Steel. Next, my favorite from the band, Farewell to Kings. I saw them on this tour. All great songs on here. Farewell to Kings is great. Xanadu is a great song. Closer to the Heart. Cinderella Man. Cygnus X1, that's a masterpiece there. From 1977. Farewell to Kings, great album. Next, 2112. This probably being their proggiest album. Or at least one of them. 2112, which takes the whole side of the vinyl. Great song, no Overture and the Temple of Sphinx. Yeah, the grand finale. Then Passage to Bangkok, Twilight Zone, Something for Nothing from 1976. Yeah, great album by Rush, 2112. Next, Hemisphere. This too, very proggy album. Great album. Cygnus X1 Book 2 on here. Hemisphere. Armageddon, The Battle of Heart and the Mind. It's great. Then the Circumstances, The Trees. Then the classic La Villa Shanziato, which is an instrumental, but quite the instrumental. If you've never heard that song, do seek it out and check it out. Hemisphere. Great album art too on this. Next, Grace, Under Pressure. Good album here too. Some really good songs on here. Distant Early Warning, my favorite song on the album. Red Sector A is also good. The Enemy Within. Kid Gloves is pretty good. Between the Wheels is pretty good. Yeah, pretty good album from Rush here. From 1984. Grace Under Pressure. Next, Vapor Trails. Another album I enjoy. One Little Victory is good. Ghost Rider, my favorite song on here. The Stars Look Down. The title track is really good. Secret Touch. Out of the Cradle. In 2003. Vapor Trail. Next, Test for Echo. I've always liked the artwork on this. The colors in it. This too I find is an underrated album by the band. The title track is really good. Driver, Half the World, The Color of Right is really good. Time in Motion. Resist is also good. Carve Away the Stone from 1996. Test for Echo. Next, Presto, which I also did see them on this tour. Great concert. Not one of my favorite albums, but still really a good listen. Show and Tell is really good. Chain Lightning is good. The Past, War Paint, Scars is good. Yeah, pretty good album overall. It's just not one that I go to a lot, but still a great album. Presto. This is definitely one I listen to a lot. Roll the Bones. When I first heard the first release from this album when it came out, I wasn't too sure what to make of it. But after hearing the rest of the album after, it's a great album, and I do like the original release from this, Roll the Bones. Took me a while to get used to the song because it was a little different. But great song. Bravado is great. Dreamline. Face Up. The Big Wheel is good. Ghost of a Chance is probably my favorite song on here. You Bet Your Life is also good. From 1991. Roll the Bones. Great album here too. Next, Counterparts. Great songs on here too. Not very proggy though. Their 80s stuff is not as proggy, a bit more commercial, but still some great songs on here. Cut the Chase is really good. Nobody's Hero, my favorite song on the album. Between the Sun and the Moon. Alien Shores is also good. Double Agent. Cold Fire. Everyday Glory. Yeah, this is a pretty good album overall. It's an album I used to listen to quite a bit. Not so much these days, but when I first got it, I listened to it quite a bit. So maybe I should put it back on my playlist and give it another listen. Counterparts. Next, Signals. Another more commercial album from Rush. Subdivision's a great song. The Analog Kid is great. Digital Man is good. The Weapon. And called New War Man was a little bit different. Kind of maybe like a little reggae type thing, but I enjoy the song. I really like the album overall from 1982. Yeah, album I still listen to quite a bit. Signals. Here's one of my favorites from the band, Permanent Waves. This is one of the albums I listen to the most. Great songs here. The Spirit of Radio was a big radio hit. Free Will, Jacob's Ladder, Different Strings, and Natural Science. That's quite a finishing song on the album from 1980. Yeah, Permanent Waves. Great album. One of their best. Next, an album that is probably the one I dislike the most, Hold the Fire. It's an okay album. I just find it too commercial. I don't go to this one too much. Those are some songs I enjoy. Time Stands Still, Force 10, Second Nature, Prime Mover, not bad, Turn the Page. I just find it from 1997. I just find it a little too commercial for Rush, but still worth having in the collection. Next, probably their most popular album, Moving Pictures. Yeah, a lot of great songs here. One of the ones I listen to a lot these days too. Tom Sawyer, Red Barchetta, YYZ is a great instrumental. Limelight, The Camera Eye, Witch Hunt, Vital Signs from 1981. Definitely one of their best, if not their best. A lot of the fans say this is their best, but definitely one I listen to quite often. Moving Pictures. And I also have the vinyl of this one. I've had this for a long time, this vinyl. Yeah. Always like the artwork on this too. Yeah, Moving Pictures. Next, Power Windows. I do enjoy this one. I find it's a little bit underrated, but The Big Money is good. Grand Design. Marathon is a great song. Middletown Dreams. Mystic Rhythm is also a good song from 1985. Yeah, I've always liked. I don't know. I've always liked the artwork on this. I'm not sure why, but I've always liked the artwork. Next is Snake and Arrows, which this is one that features a lot of low instrumentals on it. Really good listen. I also find it's heavy. It's a heavy album. Far Cry is good. Armor and Sword. Working Them Angels. The Larger Bowl is really good. Yeah, the main Monkey Business. Faithless. Bravest Face is good. Yeah, We Hold On. Yeah, this is, I find, is like one of their heaviest albums. Yeah, Snake and Arrows. And the last CD I have to show today is 1974 to 1980 retrospective. And this features a lot of their earlier hits, like The Spirit of the Radio, The Trees, Something for Nothing, Free Will, Xanadu, Bastille Day, Anthem, Closer to the Heart, Fighting My Way, The Temple of Syrinx, Fly By Night. This is a pretty compilation from 1997. It features the early stuff, really enjoyable. And I also have a live Rush, The Whole World's a Stage, All the World's a Stage live, which I've played and played and played, which features, I'll try and show it here, their first 4 albums. I always planned to get this on CD, but just never got around to picking it up. Maybe one day I'll pick it up, but I do play the vinyl quite a bit, so that's probably why I haven't picked it up. But yeah, great album, great album. The Whole World's a Stage. And the last thing I'll be showing in my Rush collection today is kind of an offshoot, is kind of a solo album by Alex Lifeson. It was Victor, which is okay. Not one that I listen to very much, actually. I haven't listened to this in a few years. Even the songs, I can't really remember the songs too much on it. Don't Care, Promise, Start Today, At the End, Sending Out a Warning. Yeah, The Big Dance, Victor. Yeah, from 1996. Yeah, I've had this for a long time, and I listened to it a few times when I first got it, but I don't think it was all that interesting. Maybe I'll throw back in after and give it a listen to familiarize myself again with it, but I don't remember it being all that great. So, but still, something I have in my collection. So that's it for my Rush collection. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So until next time, take care of yourselves.